And a heartiest congratulations to the youth of the country right now. The happiest, and yes, all the battles, all the challenges, the entire struggle have come to fruition. Congratulations, each one of you. And this has been a result of the efforts of maybe, you know, big youth in the country. So yes, the prime objective have been achieved, rather like first step of this great transformation have been achieved. So kudos to the Yuva of the country, the Gen Zs, and everyone who really wanted to, have this inception of change. We are the most fortunate, the luckiest ones of all, and this initiation of transformation seems really bright, seems really big. So yes, I guess we have in towards transcendence, towards the new India. Greatest lesson from this is that no dream is too big, and if we really come up with all our might, so we can just achieve the impossible. So that's truly what we learned from the past few days. Sonam Wangchuk, so immense respect for you. You really had been with us. You really had been with us in spirit, in action, in full vigor, and this was mandatory. Wish there are more people like you and people come up, and this just not be like a momentary rebellion, but this really be the first step towards the massive revolution our country needs at the moment, the educational revolution, the social revolution, and revolution at all levels, a transformation, a transcendence towards better India. So, like, perception have changed, people have become more aware. Initially, youth is also the most misunderstood lot in the country. Generation gap is real. The modus operandi of different people of different age groups, that shows in every sector, in every particular walk in life. We can really you know see the difference. But what the youth of the country have done by coming together is just so exemplary and praiseworthy, that yes, we are the drivers of change, and we want to live in a better India, and we want to safeguard and protect our home. So this has been the best thing, I guess. We have all the reasons to rejuvenate, to celebrate, and to be more empowered. So things definitely get better from here. That's how I see it at that light. And I believe education is one sector that just requires really transparency is first and foremost, but it really requires innovation with time. And this is what we will achieve in the times to come. And it's about practice. I mean, obviously, turning down one loose cannon from the troop, like it won't happen with the resignation of one minister, or maybe like an apology, or maybe any false or fake promises which we've been fed for the longest time now. But it happens with action. It will happen with initiative, and that's exactly what we are supposed to do at the moment. So we really need to act sensibly. As the youth of the country, we really have to have better choices, and we really have to have self belief that every individual is as empowered as an institution. We need to stop institutionalization. We need to like shun those money minting private agencies in the garb of educational institutions. And lot needs to be changed, and we need to work on our skill. There are many things that can be done, and obviously, taking the first step was absolutely mandatory in prime. So glad we are at that phase, that point of our lives, that stage in this educational revolution that things are happening. So the real deal now is that what's next? What comes after? This has really become something successful, and we've really seen people ranging from as early as six to people in their 60s. Last night, it was just my granny. I just shot a video of her demanding justice. So she'll be the happiest when, it's brought to her that finally, our voices were heard and our calls were answered and the actions were the desired action happened. So this is really like a win-win for the democracy of our country, and we've faced a lot. The resilient spirit of the youth has shown that we can endure, and we're really stronger than what we think, and we are better than we believe. Of course, there's a long way to go, and I believe constant action would be the key. And this spunk will be igniting a fire that will transform India. So good to have witnessed this beautiful, beautiful change. And I just now wish that all this really takes the shape of one important educational revolution that the country will be witnessing, and things get better from here. There are better opportunities, there's fairness in the examination system, and now there's more accountability. And we have to shun this VIP culture. We really have to question the people responsible. This will really help us have one accountable system, be it education, be it like all the other walks, be it media, and we really have to keep an eye on them, and we really have to keep them on toes because obviously the nation is built by bit. Everything is important. Every contribution is really hugely, humongously significant. So it never happens with just you or me, it happens with us all together. And now I see the brighter dawn awakening. So that's really something I believe will be the case in the time to come. So, towards better times, of course. And yes, great prayer for Sonam Wangchukji again. His health should get better, and he had been there for a cause. And yes, we are successful. This rebellion has become a tremendous success and an eye opener for the entire country. Hope things just keep getting better from here, and we breathe in a country with 100% accountability and the best in the world. I feel this is the time to just mend our ways as individuals, as communities, as the countrymen of the Bharatvarsh. So let's make it happen, and let this revolution go on forever and ignite the world, ignite India, and let's rise it to the fullest of its potential, and let's make our Bharat Soni ki Chidiya again. Let's do that. Thank you very much for being attuned. There are not a lot of like viewers or the audience in my streams, but yeah, every now and then, whenever there are people who pause and ponder, they are really the special ones, and it's just your love that keeps us going. And at Palace of Words too, we are running different courses. You can just tune into our Instagram as well. And there are an array of courses you can choose from. This would really be amazing and excellent. And yes, let the good times roll. So yeah, I feel like streaming today, and let's see if we get good audience, and maybe we can have like a Q&A, and we can see to where are we headed to. So yeah, let's spend some more time here. And the message is loud and clear. With the series of events in our country at Delhi, Jantar Mantar in the past few days, we mean real change. We want to drive change, and we really want to have better governance, better education, better everything, better police forces, healthcare, and that spirit of patriotism and, this love for the country. Yeah, that needs to be there forever. So, youth have taught us all a great lesson: endure, be persistent, and be the driver of change. This had really been one powerful event for the country, and the series of actions will really turn the tide, and the better days really await. So I feel, as one distinguished youth of the country, the onus lies on you and me, that, we really have that accountability in our actions also, as we've been protesting lately for the noble cause, for 100% accountability, for the right things to happen in the country. We must do the right things too. We must mend our ways, and we must stop all the wrong practices and really be the driver of great change. So I am looking forward to like more people. Maybe we can have one wonderful interaction about the series of events, and maybe make the stream all the more fruitful. That I always love to have the audience. And yeah, let's see, whoever like is here to stay will stay, and maybe we'll have one fruitful interaction. We'll talk logic, we'll talk empowerment, we'll talk growth, we'll talk development, and we'll talk the mandatory steps required to bring forth the change that the entire youth of the country is envisioning right now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it happen. I feel the real deal always is to work, to work the right way, and maybe there should be more skill building, and there needs to be some revolution in the education system, and maybe we have to, shun the burnout. We need to let go of the old, outdated practices we've been putting up in the education, and we really need to make it more empowered, more skill based, and something that has meaning, that has purpose to it. So this is really the need of an hour right now, because no revolution happens overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. We all know that. So this is time that bit by bit we become the driver of change. We really inspire change. We really make it happen. That is the idea. So maybe, yeah, let's go on for a while, and let's see what best is there to come. And as it said, the best is yet to come, and we'll all be witnessing that change together. We'll rather be creating that, driving that mega transformation in the country. We, the youth of the country, will do that. And this has been the greatest lesson that, we can just make things fun also. All these slogans, I really loved those slogans out there put by the youngsters. It was so nice and fun to watch, and the way they really had been, they've been so resilient. उन्होंने इनका जवाब पत्थर से दिया है. That's been excellent. And I guess yes, Gen Zs are the best in the world right now, and the generation with so much potential, so much energy, so much spunk, so much fire that better days are just approaching, they're impending, and we all are the happiest, we the countrymen of India. So I feel we must take full responsibility now of everything, and we be the driver of change, be it entrepreneurship, be it any commerce businesses, any ideas that'll ignite a revolution. We really need to bring it in our action. So unless and until we have it in our action, it's all futile, it's all vain. And whatever we have, the vision in our heads, really need to make it real. We really need to create a reality out of it. And we will do that, of course. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. There's one noble one who joined. It's a pleasure having you, and thank you for tuning in and stopping your scrolling. So it's people like you all who really give me all the energy, all the inspiration to stream regularly, and we can really go on and have these interactions that really make it all the more fruitful and all the more endearing to be regular on these streams. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, noble one, let's start an interaction. Please keep the chat box active, and you can always always type the way you feel and what all the scenario has been, and what you think like one demand that we had from the government has been fulfilled. Thank you. Streaming has been something I've caught up, and I feel it's really meaningful also to me at times to just be in front of the screen and express myself. It really does wonders, and maybe I feel heard also, that maybe there are not too many audience at the moment, but it'll be there on my digital footprint forever, and maybe even I can myself revisit it if no one else does. And maybe, yeah, there are people who will be watching this, and maybe they'll have food for thought, of course. That's the idea. So, yes, let's really live deliberately from here on, and let's really be the driver of that real change. We do not depend on a system, we do not depend on the government, but we become the change maker ourselves. So, this is the real deal about it all. Hey, people, thank you very much for joining the stream. It's a pleasure having you. I'm Abhishek Prince, and you are here attuned to Palace of Words YouTube stream. And I try to stream daily, but maybe at times I just don't. I just stream whenever I feel like streaming. And it's good to have you always. And the numbers of the audience is always inspiring. So if you just are attuned, you can just show love. You can click that like button and subscribe also, and maybe give me a food for thought for an interesting conversation. So it's a beautiful downpour in Shimla. I'm streaming from Bagi, and yeah, it's raining here. The monsoon is in full swing. It's raining cats and dogs. Lovely weather to laze around, and yeah, it's raining revolution in the country right now. That is the entire scenario. That's the context of it. And we're all loving it, of course. Probably I need a tripod and probably some stamina that my hands do not hurt while holding my tablet. This is one thing. And yeah, please keep the chat box active. And if you are here and you choose to stay, so you can just put on in the chat box whether you've been on the streams before or it's this first time streaming into the Palace of Words live stream. We'll bring forth the change, of course. We'll do that, isn't it? And I'm really inquisitive to have the conversations with the audience. But yeah, there's no one at the moment, and maybe people have better things to do, and that's important. Yeah, it's about the better things at the end of the day, isn't it? Thank you for joining the stream and keep sharing your love. That is the most important, and that's exactly what inspires us to stream regularly. We're streaming from Palace of Words, and I'm currently in Bagi and the Upper Shimla, and yeah, it's downpouring, it's raining cats and dogs. Please keep the chat box active. Yeah, let's just interact. And I thought to just do this tribute stream for the youth of the country who've really brought forth massive change and who are definitely here to transform. So, yeah, this had been one beautiful day. We saw the darkest day of the democracy, too. And I guess, yeah, this is the one that's towards a very promising one and a very hopeful one. So, yes, better days roll soon. And it's always about turning the tide with your action, with the undeterred spirit and a determined resolve. That's exactly what the youth has given the gospel to the entire nation. And we just can't be more proud and more supportive because, yes, these little things are the least that we can do. And now let's really give wings to our educational revolution in the country. Let's really make it happen. And as a mentor myself, I believe it is time that we evolve. We be the harbinger of change, and a new India is born today. It is such a moment filled with pride, grace, joy, empowerment, and sheer love for the nation. Har Har Mahadev, everyone. Let's be the change and let's really bring that transformation by our actions, by the love for the country that we all have. Hats off and a salute to youth who've really been so impressive, so empowering in the past few days. And yeah, let's take it forward from here. Let's not just make it like an event that happened and just, was forgotten, but let it be an inception to the transformation, the metamorphosis. Let's do that. Not too many people watching the stream, but yes, it'll be there forever, and you can always be attuned and let the love pouring. And together, of course, let's build our country better, bigger, beautiful, and divine. Har Har Mahadev. Let's make it happen. Hey there. Thank you very much for being attuned. Can you tell us about you in the chat box? We'll interact. It's like a tribute to the youth of the country who's just given a very powerful message to not just India, our motherland, but the world. Har Har Mahadev. Salute to you all. And let's just get started. And I pledge on the stream that Palace of Words would be a part of this educational revolution of the country, and we'll really make it happen together. So let's strive to drive this change, and together let's build our Palace of Words bigger, better, beautiful, and divine. Har Har Mahadev. Thank you for being interactive. Thank you for being attuned and pausing and choosing not to scroll. And thank you for all the inspiration that you've been giving our Power family. It's because of you, because of all the love that you shower upon us, that we are always ready to deliver our best, and we'll continue to do so. Har Har Mahadev. Time to get working, time to really build the India of our dreams and the vision that we have for this beautiful country. Bharat Mata ki jai.